Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons.
Let's go, let's go! Let's go now. 60 out low. Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They will run for the first time here with White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They go right back to White here on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike 54. Coming to you. Coming to you. Man, move it. You got to get that. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's get the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Off the play fake. Fields. On the crossing route, complete. That's Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Watch the shift, watch the shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the run. Check 52. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Check. Mike 5-4. What we got? Check nickel.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Mike 54. You remember me? Joker.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 85 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the screen.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
From the gun, Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Check pass.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Focus, defense, focus.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
4 down.
Under 10.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
SOS.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Check. Watch 54.
In your face.
Mike 5-4.
He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go one more. A little flare. Watch the twist.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Get him. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields stepping up. He's going to keep it and give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
No.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
That's baby shot. Kill. Wide. Get wide. Rotate. Spell. Smoke.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And Lutz puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Check 31. 54, Mike. 50. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check.
And an alley to run. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 45.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, check Mike. Watching your five. Here we go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Here's White. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Jackson looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here I come. Switch.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So here's the...
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45. Mike, 45.
I want that. Give me that ball.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back. Check 37.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Defense, let's get it together.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tate. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Titans.
Let's go. Hey, watch it. Kill.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Give me some.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 45 to Mike. Watch twins. Hey, check.
To throw on 3rd down. Tate steps away to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
54. Mike 54. Come on. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, that's complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Yeah. 55, 7. Same on. Strip that ball. He's checking. Crash.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
From the gun, Tate. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 55 for Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Titan football.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Motion. Reset. Hey, 58 is the mic. Ball 58 is the mic.
Double dog. That's the way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check 45 the mic.
Operating from the gun. Tate. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Crunch time, defense. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Switch.
From the gun, Tate. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Tate. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ito Smith, his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 38, Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
55's my guy, 55. Pick me up. Here we go.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw on second down. Tate eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 37-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hatchet. Check 4.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
I'm on. Out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Tate, he's going to float this one deep right side. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, let's get in them holes. He's got we got double up.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
That's it. 54, right there.
Jackson operating from the gun. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On second down, here's Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw on second down. Tate nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Go!
From the gun, Tate. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 26, check pass.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Tate. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Smith. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw. Tate throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On second down now, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Again, it's Henry. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Come on, D!
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Atlanta, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.